Okay, so first video since I've been back from holiday. Been quite busy doing a few bits on it. I'm going to do this video in two parts because I need to show what's behind this light bar and also the inside. So what I've been working on. But what basically I've been doing on the outside of the light bar side of things is this originally was like a wooden. This section here, in case anybody doesn't know, this whole piece here comes out. It used to be like a wooden piece, just basically the rough shape of what it needs to be. But obviously I needed to make a fiberglass mold, a proper mold, basically so it can be vacuum formed and get an actual light bar made up. So what I've been doing is basically getting the shapes right around the sides. It's obviously still needs some flattening, it's a little bit tied in here before I get into an actual full finished mold, but you get the idea with that. And after this video you'll see that where I've basically put some of the light bar fitting in, the actual LED strip behind it, which is going to be part of the makeup of the bar. So I'll do that as part of the next half of the video. What I've also been doing is under here, all this has been tidied up underneath. Again, it needs of course flattened back. It's just been fiberglass and filled. But there'll be a LED strip underneath there as well. I've got to cut into that slightly to make an opening for a LED strip to be fitted, and that's like a nice blue sort of colour, and that'll basically shine on the bottom half of the bumper, and obviously the reg plate as well. So it's nice and legal. And that'll basically go all the way along this whole section. It'll shine down there. Should look quite nice when it's on. But yeah, I'll do part two because I've got plenty of stuff to show you inside. Some audio will be fitting. I'll do that in a sec. Right, so part two. I've taken the light bar off. You can see basically it's an outer shell now, just like a fiberglass shell. Obviously, as I say, I'm working on this at the moment, so it's a bit rough, but it's a lot better than it used to be. That's for sure when it's the wooden one. But you can see where the light bar is going to go. I've been tidying up all the lines for the boot lid, like all the shapes along here, to make this the right sort of shape to be where the light bar is going to sit. And obviously the light bar itself is this little piece here. It's going to fit along there, curve around slightly at each end, and then there's going to be two little oval lights, of one there, and obviously the same the other side. And obviously there'll be the stop, tail, and indicator and everything else. This one is basically just a tail light. It can be a stop light as well, but I'm just going to use it as a tail light just to be on all the time, so it should look quite cool. When it's got a startup sequence and stuff, should look pretty cool. I did show that on one of the other videos previously, so you might want to check back if you want to see what it looks like. What I've also been doing, I've put some pictures up of the audio side, but I've done quite a lot of audio bits and dash bits and interior bits and stuff like that, so I'll run through what's been going on. First up, I've done the filler work on top of the door that I said I was going to do on the last video. That's now done and dusted. It looks pretty good, ready for leather or whatever else I'm going to cover it in at some point. So that goes nicely to the door. There's no internal rubbery plastic thing that used to be inside there before. I've ditched all that. It's a nice smooth and clean look. I've also got a door popper solenoid fitted in here. You can't see it behind here, but there's a door popper solenoid fitted in there that goes up to the door latch for opening the doors. So obviously when I do the de-handling on this side, I can still get in, which would be good. Well, kind of essential really. I fitted the two base face ZKM team speakers. That's a long name. These are 300 watts RMS each. They are Neo magnets on the back. I'll put some pictures up as I say, so you can have a look. They don't come with any grills or anything like that, but it's literally just a nice speaker. So there'll be two of these running off one side of an amp, and then the other two will come off the other side of the amp to keep it stereo. And then I'll be getting those other two small amps this weekend. So yeah, it'd be good to get all that in, and all the cabling's there. It literally just needs fitting the amps now, so I can get them done and dusted. I've also got some base face Team Red tweeters. They're quite nice, and I've had to redo all the pods for both pods. So basically this piece obviously designed for like a small tweeter I was going to use, a tiny 1-inch one. Decided to go for the bigger ones, but obviously that then meant a change of plan on the pod, so I've done those relatively quick actually, to be honest. Didn't take that long to do. They're all screwed in and nicely done. While I'm here, I've also got rid of there's a light on, if anyone's familiar with Supras, there's a light thing here so you can adjust the dials for day and night. I've ditched that. It's actually still plugged in, but it's behind the dash now because I'm never going to use it. It's always on max anyway, so I just want to make sure the dash is nice and clean and minimalist basically. This was where the electric mirror switch was. I've still got the switch if anybody needs it or wants to buy it off me, feel free. It works perfectly fine, but obviously there's no electric mirrors anymore. It's all manual. It's completely different shape and everything now, so I've ditched that, flattened all that back again, nice and smooth. I've smoothed in the holes that were here on the last video, where I fitted the switches, the window switches. There's going to be like a metal frame around that anyway, so that should look quite good when it's all done. I fitted the stereo back in just because it looks smarter, just for this video basically, but that's all in there. I've also got I took the, what speaker did I have before? I can't remember. I had the Helix speaker in before, didn't I? So I ditched the Helix speaker. I've got another one of the Team ZXMs, with another one of the base face Team Red tweeters. There'll be another one to the side, which I can't do yet because I'm got to get the other seat out to do that, which I haven't done yet, but I will be soon. So that'll be running off another amp. Obviously there's 2 amps that'll be identical, and that'll be running off that amp. Turn down a lot 'cause it's just going to be for rear fill, but it should sound quite nice and hopefully give a bit of audio from the back. Clean the subs up a bit while I'm here. So I may as well clean them up a bit. Bit of paint here on this side. Just these bit of thinners to take that off, but it's easy enough to do. But they look a bit smarter now, then a bit cleaner. The other side you've probably seen already, but I'll come in here so you can have a look. The other pod's done, of course, and they're angled quite nicely, I think. So when you sit in sort of here, obviously you're going to sit here. It's quite echoey in here. You can see where they're pointing. They're kind of pointing across the car towards the passenger seat, which should be quite nice for the soundstage, I think. Feel free to let me know if you think otherwise, but I think that should look quite nice, sort of off axis really, so it should be good. And also I've got the 2 in that door as well. These are all fitted nice and flush and everything else. I've had to get into that and make it all flush, because obviously it wasn't quite fully there. You can see where that other strip would be on this door, because I haven't done this one yet. There's like a big gap. You can see where that is. So obviously that's nicely covered on the other side. But obviously this one will be done fairly soon. I've got to get this door open and get things moving on this side. But yeah, it's looking quite good. I've got the speaker cables all round. These are all in here. Obviously the other side's done and it's all down the side of the car. Cable tied up and everything else. This side obviously needs doing, and that plastic panel that I did on the last video, this piece here, which is now the fiberglass panel, is going to be the same this side. So that'll look a lot nicer once that's all trimmed up and nice and done. And then eventually the carpet will obviously be cleaned up a bit. Then there'll be a proper one of these fitted car mats things that sort of goes up the sides and everything else, and goes up here and everything else. So it should look quite smart when it's all put back together. But yeah, that's basically it for the time being, I think. I don't think there's anything else I need to show, but I'll feel free to sort of comment and subscribe if you can, and yeah, let me know what you think about the update.